My favorite tools for in the distraction category are things that change your environment or change your focus. I'm Dr. Jessica Eastman, and this is an open Q&A. And everyone who's present to please join us by turning on your videos. Next question, more of a typical type question that we see here in this kind of Q&A. So this question asker says, I am a firefighter / paramedic, and I realize I turn to porn, alcohol, and food when I am activated. Things like tension at our house is a huge activator. I am now aware that I turn to these things, but my question is, what can I replace them with that will actually work to process and not numb myself? So this is a great question. And as this question asker has already identified, the absolute biggest challenge in this work is first recognizing where your behavior is coming from. And this is the approach that I take to all types of addiction behaviors, whether that's porn or alcohol or food or disordered eating or drugs or anything like gambling, whatever, sex. It's all the same thing, which is, and he talks a lot about this, is this attempt at self-soothing, right? It is an attempt, these behaviors, watching porn or eating food or numbing, playing video games for 6 hours, they are an attempt by your nervous system to help you regulate, calm back down, get back in to your window of tolerance. The hardest part about all of this work is in recognizing why these behaviors are happening. So this question asker has done a really great job of identifying already that when they are feeling activated, as I imagine they do often as a firefighter and paramedic, like those inherently are jobs that require them to go against all of their natural safety instincts and run into danger. That's the very definition of activating for a nervous system. So the question says, what can I do to replace them that will actually work to both process and not numb myself? So we've talked about this in the past, but the recommendation I would make here is for this question asker and all of you, if you haven't already done this, is to start building your own list. I typically recommend you do it on your phone, so you've got it with you everywhere you are. Open a notes file and title it My Emotional Regulation Toolbox. You're gonna have at least 3 categories in here. There's variation here between people. You can have crossover between the categories, but the point here is that you don't always need the exact same thing to help you manage feeling activated. Before I go any further, does everyone understand what I'm talking about when I say activated? Is anyone not clear on that? Okay, thanks for letting me know. So activated means not feeling calm, not feeling safe. It could be panic, it could be anxiety, it could be significant discomfort. If you go and check out the polyvagal or the window of tolerance discussion, it essentially means like being outside of your window of tolerance. I'm just gonna spotlight myself because now there's a lot of folks in, so then you can see me a little bit better. This means I can't see you if you put your hand up. So type it into the chat or like use the Zoom function to put your hand up. When you are activated, the first step is to recognize that you're activated. Start to notice what it feels like in your body when you're activated. So that might be like racing heart, sweaty palms, faster breathing. It might be like tension in your shoulders. It might be a headache. It might be spiraling thoughts that you can't calm down. It might be on the other side, on a hypo-activated state. It might be like brain fog, fuzziness, fatigue that kind of hits you with a wave. It might be inability to feel like you can connect in conversation, that kind of disconnection, which makes you feel, sometimes the psychology or psychiatry terms for this is depersonalization or derealization. It's just this feeling of like you are watching a movie of your life instead of actually participating in it, or you feel like you're just like a weird puppet kind of like going through the motions. Those are pretty big indicators that you are kind of removed emotionally from the experience, which is often what the numbing is trying to accomplish. So in your emotional regulation toolbox, what I suggest is you have at least 3 categories of tools that you can implement that can help you when you are feeling activated or uncomfortable. So the first category that I would suggest you all build for yourselves is things to distract yourself. There's a big difference between distraction and disconnection. So I would equate numbing and disconnection or dissociation to all be the same thing. Distraction is not the same thing as that. It's not checking out from what you're having a hard time experiencing. It's just giving yourself a break from it for a moment, right? And so My favorite tools for in the distraction category are things that change your environment or change your focus. So, if you're sitting at home on your phone, get up and wash the dishes, go outside for a walk, do a puzzle. Maybe you can play video games in a healthy way and not get totally lost in it. Maybe it can be a distraction technique. Maybe you set a timer. You say, I'm going to play video games for 30 minutes to just remind my brain what it feels like to settle and turn off. And then at the timer, I'm going to, go into one of my other categories, or I'm going to go back to work. So category 1 is distraction techniques. Category 2 is calming techniques, right? So things to help you really settle the high activation, panic, anxiety feelings, like breathing techniques, meditation, cold showers, or a hot bath. Often exercise is really helpful here. High intensity exercise is really helpful for some folks to just calm the nervous system. Sometimes the opposite, sometimes having a nap. Sometimes being in a safe space or with a safe person. So cuddle your friend, cuddle your partner, cuddle your dog, call a friend and ask if they have space for you to vent to them. Just something to help kind of release some of that activation energy that's kind of keeping you up here. The third category is things to help you feel more. Right? So this question asker identified that they would like to actually process what's happening as opposed to numb out from it. The reason I have this category last is because you cannot effectively and safely process or feel more if you are trying to do it from a super activated state. So first you have to calm down, which might mean you can start right at the calm. It might mean you have to first start with distraction techniques to help you settle a little bit. And then you can go into then you have enough calm to even try to do breathing techniques or meditation. And then you can, if you would like to explore okay, why did I get activated? Or how can I process and release that challenging experience that I just had, which is the way that you prevent these things from becoming trauma for you in the future. So things to feel more deeply or to explore or to process. This could also be talking out loud, talking it out with a friend, journaling, dialoguing, which I think y'all learn in the intro section of this program, working it out in therapy. I sometimes really love to voice note things to myself. So it's voice type of journal as opposed to sitting down and writing it all out, which sometimes feels challenging for me. Sometimes it's just about giving yourself permission to feel the feelings. Maybe you feel really sad or really angry and you don't know why or where it's coming from. What's a safe way to release that? Can you give yourself permission to just sob for 5 minutes or get really mad and punch a pillow for a few minutes and then release some of that intensity and then be okay, what am I really mad about? What was the need that I had here that wasn't being met? That kind of thing. I know that was a lot, so I want to pause.
Whenever you're ready, here are 4 ways that Porn Reboot can help you out for free. The first way is to subscribe to our channel and make sure that you click on the notification bell to get a new video every other day. The second way is to actually get a free copy of my book, Confessions of a Porn Addict, 7 Secrets of Porn-Free Men, where you'll learn about my personal struggle and the lessons I learned over the past 14 years, as well as get strategies for putting together your own personalized reboot plan and ending your compulsive behavior with pornography or masturbation. So click on the link in the description below this video to get the free ebook. And thirdly, if you're not sure where you'd like to start, but you'd like to learn more about my team and I, or you'd like to spend time with more like-minded professionals like entrepreneurs, business owners, men who work in sales or consulting or high-level jobs, men who are controlling their behavior, then join our free and confidential group, the Porn Reboot group on Facebook. There's also a link to join the group in the description below this video. And finally, if you need our help right now because you have a burning issue, it's an emergency. Your behavior with pornography is hurting you mentally. You're about to lose your relationship and you want to live up to your potential or be an authentic man and free yourself from shame, guilt, and underachieving, then click on the link in the description below this video that actually says free coaching call, or visit elevatedrecovery.org and click on the link which says book a call.